As of 2026, obesity costs the United Kingdom £126 billion each year, and it's not just direct healthcare costs that are racking up a massive bill. It is the time people spend out of work and living off welfare and benefits. All of these costs come as a direct result of the obesity epidemic, and in the TV show Benefits Britain 100 Stone and on the Dole, we'll see inside the lives of those living off handouts from the government because they are too fat to work. We get to see their attitudes, their lifestyle, and above all, everything they eat in a day.
You do have healthy stuff in the burger because they do put lettuce in it and tomato.
For some, being overweight means a lifetime on benefits.
I am moderately obese. Physically, I just can't work.
Meet the 30-stone woman who's struggling with diabetes. But her benefits diet is a major health hazard.
I'm just sort of doing everything that I can, trying to eat healthily.
The wannabe model whose weight could kill her.
My doctor told me this time next year you're going to be dead.
The first person we meet is 30-year-old Sarah from Long Sutton, who lives with her son and partner.
We've got bread, milk,
tin and peas and sweet corn.
and Alfie got himself a carrot cake.
I'm not sure a carrot cake is the best idea. Maybe a little chocolate bar would have done for Alfie, because I think we can all agree that Alfie won't be eating the full cake, and Sarah will definitely be helping to eat it. Which is probably not the best idea for her, because we are about to find out just how badly overweight she is.
Sarah is 5'1" and weighs 27 stone, which is around 17 stone heavier than the average healthy weight for her height.
My doctor told me this time next year you're going to be dead. I ate because I was depressed. I was bored. And the only thing that was my comfort was food. The doctor would like me to be a size 12 because that's what I should be for my ideal weight. I think you should be the size that you want to be. As long as you're comfortable and happy, then you be what you want to be.
Sarah is right. You can be what weight you want to be. But just like the doctor says, if you stay that weight, then you're probably going to die an early death. She can live in denial all she wants, thinking that all that matters is that you are happy, but that's not the reality. I'm sure she will be much happier if she's able to see her son grow up, rather than continuing to eat as much as she has been. I'm not going to lie, we're not really off to a good start in regards to Sarah's attitude on the show. She says that she ate because she was bored, yet still refuses to get even a part-time job, or even engage in some hobbies. Because her husband doesn't work, the family are able to claim £27,000 a year in benefits. And because the show came out around 2017, that means adjusted for inflation, they're getting the equivalent of £37,000 every year. Sarah's son Alfie also has autism and she's the registered carer, so the family get a few more grand towards caring costs.
Sarah is keen to lose weight and claims she prefers home-cooked food to ready meals and takeaways.
That's it, come here. Last thing I want to do is drop it. Just give him my plate.
More than enough for two people.
I don't think it would.
My jaw literally dropped to the floor watching her have a lasagna when I saw her put half of it on her plate. That lasagna is enough for 4 people minimum. I genuinely thought it was for the entire family plus some leftovers for tomorrow, and watching her put it all on her plate was insane. Sarah claims that she doesn't like takeaways and unhealthy foods and prefers home-cooked meals. However, clearly her home-cooked meals are just as unhealthy as a takeaway. It also shows how unhealthy she is when she's literally struggling to breathe while eating her food. Yet, she seems to think that people can be healthy at any weight. The next couple we're about to meet though are somehow even more deluded than Sarah and her husband as we go to Basingstoke to meet unemployed Kathleen.
I weigh probably about 198 kilograms, which is roughly about 30 stone. It is a lot of weight to carry around and it is frustrating.
Kathleen calls her situation frustrating, but what I find frustrating is that she seemingly has no idea how she's gotten to this weight. As we'll come to see, she is either living in just complete denial or just has zero education on a good diet.
Kathleen's weight-related health issues forced her to give up work 5 years ago, and she now claims around £10,000 in sickness and disability benefits a year.
I used to work as a school escort for Hampshire County Council, but obviously as my health started deteriorating, which affected everything in everyday life, I'd love to go back to work, but I just know that I can't do it.
Her health deteriorated directly from her weight. If she picked up better eating habits and stopped gaining so much weight, she would be able to go back to work and her health would benefit a lot from that. She knows what she needs to do, but she clearly just doesn't want to do it. Also, £10,000 a year in 2017 is around £14,000 a year now, adjusted for inflation.
Kathleen was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 13 years ago. It's a condition that can be caused by being severely overweight.
Well, this is my little office where I keep all my medication. I'm taking my Morlin tablets, which, as you can see, is a little bit of a concoction. Has metformin, glycoside, iron, antibiotics, omeprazole, blood pressure. So there's quite a few in the morning there, which I have to take.
Kathleen also needs regular injections to regulate her blood sugar levels.
And then I have to do 90 units of insulin. It's due to the size and obviously health, and basically just keeping me alive.
She keeps saying that her size and her health are different things, and I don't think she realised that her poor health comes as a direct result of her obesity. She says her health deteriorated rather than kept gaining weight. It's almost as if she isn't making the connection. It's just costing the state a lot of money, not just from direct benefits, but from the medication she needs to take. Again, due to her obesity-related illnesses.
Because she's on benefits, Kathleen is exempt from paying for her prescription.
If I had to pay for prescriptions, you'd be looking at like £1,300 probably a year. I wouldn't be able to afford to do it, so I would be really, really poorly on it.
I'm not saying she shouldn't be able to get medicine to save her life, but there needs to be systems in place to make sure she isn't taking advantage of the system. To me, it looks as though she's quite happy to continue eating as much as she wants and continue to be paid to do so.
Kathleen's unemployed son Stephen lives in a hostel nearby. Today, he's joining his mum and her husband James on a walk with their 3 border collies. However, Kathleen struggles to exercise because of her weight.
Oh, that's such an effort. My back is now hurting as I'm walking and I can feel my breath going.
Walking the dogs gets Kathleen out and about, but at 30 stone, she struggles to get very far unaided.
Oh, that's better now I'm on this. No more walking.
James works 4 days a week in a warehouse, which Kathleen says leaves her virtually housebound.
She wants to go places but can't because she's limited to where she can go and what she can do. Off you go, go on.
Every day's different. I have more bad days than good days. With James being back at work tomorrow, there's no chance of me going out, so my son will come up to keep me company for a few hours. Going uphill, it's really hard on an uneven surface and bumpy road. I'm worn out.
First off, having dogs when you can't even walk yourself should honestly equate to animal cruelty. She can barely get up from the couch because she's so fat, let alone taking the dogs out. And also, the border collies, some of the most energetic dogs you can own. But clearly, Kathleen doesn't care and chooses to stay immobile anyway. Kathleen's already frustrating me so much, especially when she's just said there that she's worn out from driving the scooter around. How lazy do you have to be to get tired from driving a scooter around? Her husband James is going to work, presumably doing all the chores around the house, and is walking the dogs, yet she complains about being on a scooter. Anyway, looking back to Sarah now, she is going to show us her genius plan to get off benefits, and I've got to say, maybe she was ahead of the curve.
Back in Lincolnshire, 27-stone Sarah dreams of getting off benefits by using her weight to her advantage.
I've been modelling for the last 7 years. I've loved every bit of it. I've got big ambitions and big goals that I want to do.
As an amateur plus-size model, Sarah is determined to build a career and a brand for herself.
This is my Baby Jane page. It's basically just giving my fans an update of my everyday life.
She's created a portfolio for her alter ego, Baby Jane.
So essentially, Sarah is trying to become an OnlyFans model before OnlyFans existed, instead of getting a job. And I think this sums up her attitude perfectly, to be honest, because it's just literally peak laziness at this point.
This is a little bit of what I've done.
She currently has her own website, where she uploads photos from amateur photo shoots she's done.
This one was my very first model shoot. These ones are in my bra and knickers. I love showing off my curves, and I think my boobs do give me more of attention. Modelling makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel sexy and just brings my personality out. And I like the two sides of me. I like the Sarah and I like the Baby Jane. But I enjoy Baby Jane because she's just so much fun.
Sarah hopes one day to be hired as a plus-size model who could be featured in clothing catalogues.
Well, I guess to Sarah, feeling sexy is more important than being alive for a young child. Because despite her doctor telling her she's not going to be around in a year's time, she clearly doesn't care and wants to keep eating as much as she can and try and become a fat model. Look, if someone wants to do OnlyFans and modelling work, I don't care. You can do what you want with your own life. It's just so frustrating that Sarah's on benefits, has a young child, and has been told that she's going to die if she doesn't stop eating. Yet, she's doing it anyway for her own selfish reasons. Everyone has got dreams and ambitions, whether that be in OnlyFans work or not, but it's just peak selfishness to scrounge benefits to try and achieve your dream while being told you're going to eat yourself to death.
Not everyone has been supportive of Sarah's career plans.
I've been called some harsh things, but now if anyone says anything to me, it's like, look, just get away from me, I'm just going to rip your head off.
Perfectly reasonable response to fair criticism. In my opinion, Sarah is clearly embarrassed about what she does. Otherwise, she wouldn't react so violently to hate. I have people say shit about me being a YouTuber, but my response isn't to rip their heads off because I'm genuinely proud of the channel and the community that I've built. And if you want to be part of the community, now would be a good time to subscribe.
In Basingstoke, it's 9 a.m.
Having a day in today, can't be bothered to get dressed.
Kathleen's son Stephen has popped round for his regular visit.
I basically come up and I help with like housework, general day-to-day helping out with the house. There you go, Mum.
What day isn't a lazy day for Kathleen? She was wearing those same pants the first time we saw her, remember? So it seems like that day she didn't want to get dressed either. I don't want to be too mean, but it's no wonder that she's depressed. The highlight of her day is having a cup of tea. Her son, who, let's face it, should be out working, is stuck inside with his mom and doing general housework. I always try and be sympathetic in my videos, because you never know what people are struggling with. But God, it's just so difficult to be sympathetic when people are just so lazy like this. I'm getting depressed just watching these two.
At 30 stone, Kathleen struggles with the most basic tasks.
Can you bring them plates out for me, please, Stephen? So I can wash them up.
But does try to do her bit around the house.
That's it. Oh. It can be hard work. Obviously, if I was standing up, my back would be really hurting me now. That's why I sit down. I have my days where I feel really depressed and really down, but I just keep going, have a lot of support with family, which is good.
The only way I can see Kathleen helping her mental health is by getting outside. She sits in the corner of that settee all day, seeing the same two people in the same four walls, eating herself to death. Honestly, I'd be depressed too. She just has zero purpose in her life, zero drive to do anything. Like, I just want to reach through the screen and give her a shake and tell her to get outside the house. Like, you can literally hear how out of breath she is just getting up out of her chair. What sort of life is that? Anyway, after she finishes her hard work, which is literally getting up and doing the dishes, she needs to go for a mid-morning nap.
Right, I'm gonna have a little sleep now, so I was worn out. Oh, Stephen, I need you to go into town for me.
Yeah.
To pick up prescription from the chemist, and then just sit and chill and watch TV for the afternoon.
Okay.
Does that just annoy anyone else? Sit and chill and watch TV for the afternoon. Stephen doesn't have a job, he's on benefits too, and he just gets to sit and chill after doing what? Going to the pharmacy? Honestly, it's ridiculous. There's people on benefits and job seekers allowances that would snap your hand off for a job. And then there are people like Stephen who just get to sit and chill. And Kathleen also gets to eat herself to obesity, living off welfare from the government. There are people who really need benefits and don't get it. Yet these two get to do nothing all day and receive full allowances.
It's lunchtime in Basingstoke, and Kathleen has got up from her morning nap.
Come on, precious.
With husband James at work, son Stephen is keeping her company.
Stephen's gonna get my lunch in a minute and check my blood sugars, and then might watch a bit of TV. Just chill out generally for the afternoon, innit?
Like his mum, Stephen is dependent on benefits and also has problems with his weight.
Last time I got weighed by the doctor, I was 22 stone. and he said I could do with losing some weight because I tend to have like takeouts pretty much every other night. So last night it was like £25 for 2 large pizzas, garlic bread, potato wedges, cookies and a bottle of drink. But that was for 3 of us. But I did eat the large pizza to myself.
I don't know what benefits Stephen gets. I'm not trying to sort of feed into the poverty porn, but this is just a bit ridiculous, isn't it? He's got no teeth, no job, and is being told to lose weight by the doctors, yet he still orders expensive takeaways. He's going to end up like his mother, if not worse, if he doesn't change his lifestyle.
Well, it would be cheaper if he went to the supermarket and bought pizza instead of keep buying out.
But it doesn't taste the same.
No, but it's a lot cheaper. I think a lot of these youngsters do waste money, to be honest, because they're just lazy. Can't be bothered, can you?
Yeah.
To cook. Right, would you like to go make me some lunch, please?
Yeah, what would you like?
I don't know what's in the fridge. I think there's ham in there.
Kathleen has got some brass neck on her. She's just went on this big rant about how youngsters are lazy for not wanting to cook, and then immediately asked Stephen to cook for her. Anyway, she has no right to call anyone lazy. She's in her position due to her laziness. Her son needs to look after her because of her sheer laziness. Does she seriously just have no shame anymore?
Although Kathleen is happy with just a ham sandwich for lunch, Stephen is tempting her with a porky treat.
Would you like a couple of sausage rolls, Mum?
Just one, please.
Kathleen claims she's trying to lose weight in order to improve her health.
I'm just sort of doing everything that I can, trying to eat healthily. You go around shopping and look at all the sugar contents on certain things. And diet stuff, sometimes the sugar content is a lot higher than the normal stuff. It's just a no-win situation.
I'm sorry, but Kathleen is clearly just deluded and frankly uneducated. First of all, while the sugar content is important, the most important thing she should be looking at is the calories. Her diet clearly just consists of ultra-processed junk food and pastries and McDonald's, all of which are just mega quick to make and eat, and they don't fill you up and are high in calories. The second thing is, clearly she isn't reading the labels properly. If she's looking at diet drinks such as Diet Coke and full sugar Coke, you will see that Diet Coke has no sugar in it at all. And despite what some conspiracy theorists might say, Diet Coke will not kill you and it won't just convert to sugar inside of you. Kathleen is clearly just making excuses.
With James at work, Kathleen won't be leaving the house today.
Can't really go out because I'd struggle. Obviously James makes me go out if the car's there. Just going for a ride, just getting fresh air. Plus it gets really cold at night as well now, so I'd rather stay in.
Well, that makes sense. It is cold outside, so I suppose it's a good reason to just sit inside and eat yourself to death. Let's have a break from Kathleen and look back to Sarah.
In Lincolnshire,
Hello. Morning. You okay?
Sarah's doctors have told her that she's morbidly obese, and at around 17 stone overweight, it's putting her life at risk.
I've got a real bad tummy ache today. Been up all night with chronic stomach ache. I don't know why.
I can take a guess as to why she has stomach ache. Probably because she's 110 kilograms overweight and ate half a lasagna the night before. Anyway, it is Sarah's favourite time of the month, which is Benefits Day, where her money for the month comes in.
It's Benefits Day, and Sarah is packing away 2 weeks of frozen food shopping.
Anthony does this. It'd be nice to have some food in the house. Oh, why do you have to land on my head? Come here. No, not on my head, because if you poop on me, then I'm not going to be happy.
Even though she's desperate to lose weight, she finds it hard to stick to a healthy diet.
We spent in total £54.42. Bargain-wise, got these 4 chicken pies for like £1.50. Also, we buy these, which is pretty much enough for myself and Anthony. I know that probably some of this stuff isn't good for me, but I don't eat it every day. I just have to get what I can and just put up with what I have.
To me, this just clearly shows Sarah is uneducated on how to have a healthy diet on a budget. I would understand more if she had a full-time job and she didn't have time to learn, but she has a lot of time spare on her hands. She has time to learn about what foods she could buy on a budget that would be healthier. There's plenty of diets, guides, creators online who share how to live a healthy lifestyle on a budget. She really doesn't have an excuse. Because rather than trying to learn how to live a healthy lifestyle and lose weight, she is chasing her dream of becoming a plus-size OnlyFans model.
With Sarah's modelling not yet bringing in any cash,
Dyslexic.
Oh, that's all right.
How do you spell that?
She's decided to apply for more state help to top up the family's £27,000 a year benefits.
By the time you rack everything up, it's gone.
She's applying for personal independence payments, which are designed to cover the extra costs caused by long-term ill health or a disability.
We were suggested to apply for it due to the ever-increasing amount of health issues that Sarah has. If we get awarded PIP, it'll be an additional benefit on top of what we already get.
It's not an easy form to fill out. I mean, it's got 40 pages, so it's a lot.
Well, it's a good thing Sarah doesn't work and just eats frozen food, so she'll have plenty of time to fill out that 40-page form. And I mean, I don't want to say too much about her potential mental health issues, but looking at her claimed disabilities, her asthma, sleep apnea, and obviously obesity are all directly related to her weight. Obviously, if she lost weight, her asthma wouldn't just disappear, but it would get a hell of a lot better. The same with her sleep apnea.
With son Alfie to care for and her weight issues, Sarah says it's impossible to go out and find a regular job.
A lot of people just think people are on benefits because they're lazy and they can't be bothered. I don't work because I am morbidly obese. Physically, I just can't work. I personally don't think that I am morbidly obese, you know, and because there is bigger people than me.
Just because there's bigger people than Sarah doesn't mean that she can't be morbidly obese. Yes, she's not as big as some of the my 600 pound life people would see on a daily basis, but she is clearly fat enough to stop her from working. I mean, even saying that, there's no reason why she can't get a basic entry-level data entry job at a desk. Her husband also doesn't work and her son will be at school. I'm sure if she got a job, her son will be just fine. I don't see any other reason why she can't work other than being too lazy.
Sarah's made a start on filling out the application form.
My feet get very swollen. How do you spell swollen?
But has decided the rest can wait till another day.
I'm gonna finish this off a little bit later, so I'm just gonna have a break for now.
Sarah can't even be bothered to fill in the form, yet she claims she isn't lazy. It's just like she has zero self-awareness, which is the same as Kathleen, who proves how uneducated she really is when she shows us what she's having for dinner.
Over in Basingstoke, tonight Kathleen has left husband James in charge of dinner.
Dinner.
McDonald's, please.
McDonald's.
Unless you want to cook something.
No,
I just can't be bothered to go in the freezer.
James is off out to get their takeaway tea.
So just after she whined about the younger generation being lazy, she barely looks up from her phone and tells her husband to get her a McDonald's. Her husband is also just a massive enabler and is also clearly blind to the fact that Kathleen is digging herself an early grave.
She hasn't really had the confidence to cook a meal for herself. And so when I come in from work at 6 o'clock, it is a relief probably for her, so she knows she's getting a meal in her. Good evening, can I have a medium cheese feast meal, please? And can I also have another festive cheese feast meal? Can I have that large though, please? Can I also have a double cheeseburger as well, please? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was a total of £14.47.
Okay, first of all, that is quite cheap for McDonald's to be fair. Like, £14 would get you half of that nowadays. But the main issue here is the fact that he's getting Kathleen one at all. He didn't even put up a fight and thinks that Kathleen needs to get some food in her. Kathleen reminds me actually a lot of Penny from My 600 Pound Life, whose episode I have covered, as they are both equally deluded and as frustrating to watch as each other.
Dinner is served, as we say.
Actually, I better do my blood sugars before I have that.
I would.
As a type 2 diabetic, Kathleen has to keep an eye on her blood sugar levels.
Right, 8.6. So
That's not too bad. Oh dear, it's nice to sit down. Been on my feet all day.
if my sugars are high and I eat this, then it makes me really thirsty and I do actually feel quite sick. But when it's sort of in a normal range, which is good for me, it's fine. So I can kind of get away with it. Mind you, you do have healthy stuff in the burger because they do put lettuce in it and tomato.
We probably eat the same, but I can manage to burn it off quicker. It's a shame, really, because you enjoy your food, don't you?
or used to.
I'm sorry, but Kathleen does still clearly enjoy her food. Otherwise, she wouldn't be asking for a McDonald's. And I know she might have been joking, but judging by what else she said, I'm actually not sure. Maybe she does actually think that burgers are healthy because they've got a bit of lettuce and tomato in them. Anyway, as Kathleen hobbles up to bed, it spells the end of the episode. We are given an update at the end that Kathleen has made no improvement in her health, but I couldn't find an update past this. However, apparently Sarah has joined a gym to try and lose weight, but judging from her latest post on her baby Jane Twitter in 2023, it doesn't seem like she's made much progress from what admittedly is a pretty poor picture, so maybe she has. Now, if you want to watch more UK TV shows, click the videos on your screen now. Follow me on Instagram at BigCraigYT, subscribe to my main channel, my compilation channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.